Hello everyone, and welcome to my video. I'm Tentabat. I'm usually known for my NSFW artwork, but today I will be redesigning the popular Pokemon of the Galar region. Yes, just because I draw porn does not mean I don't have other interests and hobbies. I'm not just a one-trick pony, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Anyways, I thought I'd give a crack at redesigning already perfect Pokemon. Well, perfect in the eyes of the internet, and these Pokemon are Snom, Applein, well, technically the third evolution, but we gotta start at the first form, and the last one, Lulu. Total disclaimer, I'm not saying I'm the best at character design, nor am I saying that I dislike these Pokemon designs. I do like them, and I'm just having fun with it. I thought it would be a cool challenge to do. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, let's start with Snom. What is Snom? Just a cute little ice bug. Just a little guy. I think it's really cool that it looks like one of those little Japanese candies, those Confetto candies, I think they're called. I never had them in real life, but I would like to. I mostly recognize it from Hamtaro, the show that aired on Cartoon Network. You know, Hamtaro when he sees the candy, but hamsters aren't supposed to have sugar. So yeah, I wanted to keep the Confetto jelly aspect of the design, but I still wanted to try out my idea. So my idea is that this creature would be segmented like snowballs. I thought it'd be like very cute design, slicking around in the snow with its impeccable camouflage. Since the body is made out of snowballs, I thought I'd use the spiky jelly part for the head, like some sort of jelly head. Yes, I took a look at other Pokemon, as you can see at my references to the left on my canvas. And there's one of my faves, which is Wurmple. Most of my nostalgic feelings came from Gen 3. That's where I started. I started with Sapphire or Ruby, I don't remember. But I always wanted an overpowered Wurmple, but it was hard to train. And I always had two Wurmples because I wanted both evolutions, the two evolutions, what's called Beautifly and Dustox, yes. Anyways, I noticed both creatures, both the bug Pokemon, had this butt-like mouth, and there's still like a few variations between them and the other Pokemon. So I just played around with that aspect till I got something I liked. And yes, I added a couple of fangs because I think it added to the cute factor. Maybe not the simplistic factor, but I liked it. I also noticed that Pokemon eyes, they kind of varied a lot with each other. Some of them, they just have dot for eyes, which I think Snom has the most simplistic of eyes, and it doesn't even have a highlights like spiel there. And then some Pokemon have pupils, some of them have like a little white middle. It's very varied, is what I'm trying to say. But since I like Wurmple so much, I thought I'd try to give Snom those eyes. And I like it. Well, I'm not sure if expressive is the right term, but I think it's cute. What are you, the cute police? You can't arrest me. Even if you did, I'll just be in a pink soft jail cell. Haha, joke's on you. I really like the contrasting triangle and spherical shapes within this design. This wasn't in the recording because this was a last-minute decision, but I decided to add jelly spikes along his back so he looks more complete and the shapes aren't too separated, so they're more cohesive. Anyways, here's the final design. Like I said, the spikes were a last-minute decision, but I like it. He looks armored and ready for battle. Like this could be Snom's tough cousin. Or you can turn him upside down and he looks like he's made out of little snow cones. let me know what you guys think of this design. I would love any critique. I'm always looking to make my designs better. But yeah, I like him. I can see myself having this Pokemon in my team. Sure, he's not as simple or as iconic as the original, but I really do like the spiky jelly parts of the original design. I think that's perfect, and you can't do much to perfection. Alright, now on to the next Pokemon. Alright, here we go. Okay, I know not everyone is awing over Applein. It's the third evolution that I know that everyone loves, but we gotta start at the beginning. Now, as you'll see, I had a lot of ideas sketched out for this character because, well, he's just an apple with eyes. How am I gonna redesign a fruit? Well, a basic fruit shape, I mean. The overall shape is gonna be an apple, and I can't change apples. You can't remake apples, they're already here. So I tried to play with the extremities, you know, the weird eyes. Sometimes I change the eyes into a mouth, as you'll see, but that feels like more like a Trapinch thing, or like a Carnivine thing, not an Applein thing. So I decided to forego that idea, even though I think it's pretty cool. Another Venus flytrap kind of character. I love plants. They're neat. I just think they're neat. So I looked up this Pokemon's Bulbapedia page so I can get some more insight or ideas for the redesign. And I learned that the fruit that Applein is hiding in is actually a Leppa berry. So it's a Leppa berry that is made to resemble an apple. Does the Pokemon world even have apples? And so halfway through my sketching, I thought, what if we used a different berry in the Pokemon universe that could look like an apple? And I had hopes for the cherry berry, but it wasn't a right fit because all it's giving me is a curly stem, and they most resemble just a cherry, not an apple. So you can see it doesn't quite match there. And as you can see on the screen, I have a Pechaberry reference up there because I thought I could use Pechaberry instead, but I thought it would be too different to use. We didn't want to try to imitate a peach or anything. We wanted to imitate an apple. A small nitpick here, but if Applein is actually a worm, as seen as in Pokemon Snap, why is it a grass dragon type and not a bug dragon type? What? Did it just like swap DNA with its plant host? Sorry, I guess I just have a bug type bias. I always had Weedle and Fire Red, and always 2 Wurmples on my team, but I think a bug dragon type would be pretty sick, you know? Beggars can't be choosers. I always look forward to the next dragon type anyways. As you can see, I continuously played with the appendages such as the eyes, the tail, and possibly giving it wings and things like that, but I decided to stick to its roots and just have its eyes out and its tail out. And yes, I've decided to stick to its original idea of it living in a Leppa berry, and I decided to twist its position ever so slightly, leaning forward, just so the shape has slightly different shape. Sorry, it's really hard to redesign an apple, but I'm pretty happy with its shape like this. It looks like it's moving forward, and I like how the jaw marking is leaning forward, kind of like a mouth, and yeah, that's what I came up with. I guess the only major design change I gave this redesign is the dragon's tail and the darkening of the eye whites, or eye appendages. And I gave it some sort of pink slime at the end, so it resembles more of a slug-like creature rather than a worm-like creature. I'm sure slugs like apples too, I think, maybe? I don't know. go fact check me. Just go outside to your apple tree and check it. By the way, I'm really happy how the rendering came out for this Applein redesign. I just really like the shading I did, and even the highlights for it I did. I think it's the best one out of all 3 Pokemon I did, which you'll see at the end here. No, I meant at the end of the video. That's what I meant. Sorry. And here's the final design. Again, I really like how the rendered style came out. It's one thing to recognize the Ken Sugimori style, but it's another thing to try rendering it yourself. It's really difficult, especially if you're used to like a different kind of style, like cell shade or overly painterly, things like that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this redesign. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What would you change? That's my question to you, because I had a hard time changing this design. But it was pretty fun as a challenge, though, I gotta admit. Alright, next Pokemon. Alright, now for everyone's favorite, Lulu. Lulu. I know they're cute and round and all that, but how come this sheep Pokemon gets all the attention while we already have Marie? I'm not trying to start anything, but I already know the reason. Because Lulu is spherical, and everyone loves round shapes. Just look at Booba and balls. Mareep is not as round, so it gets less love. But that's just a theory. A shape theory. But anyways, I thought I'd try to challenge that orb shape with a different shape. A braid. Yes, I noticed Lulu has this sort of kind of braid on the sides of their head, so I wanted to expand on that idea. Just making the whole sheep a braid. I'll try to keep its roundness like the original design. I also made the horns bigger for this redesign. Now it has more of a bison look than a sheep look, actually. I think it gives it more of an identity rather than just a small sheep like Mareep. And I thought the pointy horns would give it a nice contrast against the fluffy shapes. As you've seen, I tried to make the braid shape from a side view. Originally it was from a top-down view, but I don't think you would get a good look of the shape when it's that view. So here it is. It has like a sort of hump on its back so you can clearly see the shape. Again, it kind of gives back to that bison-like sheep theory. And I mainly stuck to the original palette, except I gave it more of a purple accent. Why purple? Well, I just thought it was cute. That's the only reason. I have no color theory in here. This might be the final Pokemon you see me draw, but this is actually the second Pokemon I drew. The first one was Applein, this one, Lulu, was the second, and Snom was the last. Yeah, so I feel like the Applein one, since that was first, I feel like I got lucky with the rendering style because I really like how the Applein shading style worked out. Not so much with Lulu. I think it's because I started with a brush that was too painterly, too blendy. And so here you go. Yeah, you see me redrawing my own redesign. Yeah, this is because I was already seeing mistakes on my first try of redesigning Lulu. Like, I wasn't satisfied with ears as you saw me redraw them again. And I just felt like some texture was missing from the final design, so I decided to add a fluff, that curvier pattern onto the fluff, just like in the original design, the original Lulu. And I feel pretty good about it, because you can still see the braid shape, and it looks fluffy. And yes, you saw me change the hoof shapes into like little hearts. That's because it's cute. Yeah, that's it. It's just cute. I'm just trying to live a little and draw cute things. And so yeah, now you could see me redoing the shading again. I think I started with a more hard brush with a soft edge, and then I went at it with the softer brush to blend the edges a bit more. And yes, you can see the Pokemon off to the side named Amura, the ice dinosaur Pokemon. Yeah, I studied the eyes of that one so I could use it for this Wooloo, because that's what I was going for initially. But yeah, that was my thought process behind these designs. And here's the final product compared to the original design. I'm pretty happy how the redesign came out. You could really see the slight change of palette, and you can kind of see it has its own personality. I think the only thing I would change is the face, or the eyes rather. I wanted to try, that just shiny, pretty eye look, but I think I just prefer Wooloo's original eyes with the horizontal pupils. I think it's a pretty significant aspect of the original design. And here's the first design and second design if you're interested in comparing. But yeah, these are my final redesigns. Let me know what you guys think. I tried my best to take my time with it, but also I wanted to have fun with it as well. Let me know which one's your favorite, and if you have any critiques or any ideas on how I could improve upon them. If you guys like this video and this video does well, I'll do another video of where I create the redesigns of the next evolutions of my Snom, Lulu, and Applein. If that's what you'd like to see, let me know. If not, then I'll continue with my other ideas. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'd like to give a special thanks to my patrons who are on screen right now. A very special thank you to Mainful, 7 Dead Jr., Boltchaser, Bubonic, Stormy T. Brave, Crumply, Gear Pringle, Gurmitis, and Jolly. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And again, thank you for watching. I hope 2022 is treating you well. Now I'm off to buy a tiger mug from Starbucks. See ya!